Hello everyone! Perfect parrying in Resident Evil Requiem is extremely effective. Using the parry mechanic helps you deal with different types of attacks and significantly simplifies both boss fights and regular encounters. In this video, I'll show you how to parry using the Hatchet and the Mortal Edge, and also explain the difference between them. So to start, I'll perform a perfect parry using the Hatchet. To do a perfect parry, you need to press the block button right before the enemy's attack connects. This timing takes practice. The Hatchet has a very tight parry window, which makes consistent perfect parries quite difficult. Based on testing and community findings, the window is roughly 2 to 4 frames before impact. At 60 FPS, that's about 30 to 65 milliseconds. The Mortal Edge has a noticeably wider overall parry window, roughly 6 to 10 frames. However, it's important to understand that the perfect parry window itself does not change. The wider timing simply makes it easier for the game to register your input correctly, which results in more consistent perfect parries. Next, I'll demonstrate the difference between the Hatchet and the Mortal Edge. You'll immediately see how much easier it is to land perfect parries with the Mortal Edge compared to the Hatchet. When you use the Hatchet to parry, it consumes durability, so it's important to keep an eye on its condition. Durability loss depends on the type of attack and the selected difficulty. For example, on standard difficulty, regular enemy attacks barely wear it down, while on the highest difficulty, durability decreases much faster. Unlike Resident Evil 4 Remake, the game does not show the exact timing window, so you have to rely on reaction time and knowledge of enemy animations. However, a successful perfect parry is easy to recognize thanks to its distinct sound and visual effect. It's important to note, the result of a perfect parry is the same for both weapons. It causes a strong stagger and opens a window for a finisher or a heavy follow-up attack. The Mortal Edge does not provide any hidden bonuses. The difference is purely in how easy it is to hit the timing. Perfect parries also consume durability, but they provide a major advantage, allowing you to instantly finish enemies with the Hatchet. This is a great way to conserve resources and maintain control over the fight. Since there are no UI prompts, it's important to learn enemy attack patterns and animations. Keeping a bit of distance and stepping back slightly helps you read attacks more clearly and react with better timing. Also, keep in mind that during a perfect parry in the following finisher, your character gains brief invulnerability. This can be used to avoid damage and safely reposition through groups of enemies. Overall, parrying, and especially perfect parrying, is a core survival mechanic, particularly on higher difficulties. Mastering it will significantly improve your combat effectiveness.
Rest easy, officer.